Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legends of Arcadia Genesis. There's a thing, and it's reflecting light, and it's sort of long, and it's coming towards you, and I know that's an exciting hook to an encounter, because look at our players' faces.
Yes.
Look how excited they are by my descriptions of the thing on the horizon.
I'm also just a little bit confused. It's a long, silvery, glowy thing, right?
Shiny,
it doesn't have
reflecting
like a definite
light.
form. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a definite form. It just kind of looks like a trail of light.
Yeah, because it's really far away, you know?
Okay.
I'm just warning you there's something on the horizon and giving it some,
okay,
like,
so I will
definition.
turn back into a human and get my armor on and
Okay,
be a normal person.
excellent.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a spell to be useful for this. You know, if it turns out to be liquid, I might...
It's a river! I got you all!
Is it evening? Is
Next
that
encounter.
why we can see it?
No, it's daytime. It's just reflecting the light back at you.
All right. Well, look, if everyone else is still standing around, what by the time I manage to get my armor
I'm
on?
continuing to trot towards it.
Yeah, I think we might want to just like... So this isn't like flat terrain, right? There's relatively... Like there's hills and...
Yeah, there's some gentle
elevation.
rises and falls. Mm-hmm.
Plains
I'm
and
gonna try and get to
hills.
like high ground to get a better vantage point at whatever this is.
Right, you got to put your waist above its head. I see. Yes. You can scurry up to a hill to get some vantage point, and as it creeps closer towards you, let me just roll a die. Oh, wow, that's a great roll. Yes. What you see before you is a gargantuan snake, about a mile off. It's got to be like 50 feet long, 60 feet long, and it seems to have some sort of metallic skin or scale structure to it that catches and reflects the light in your direction, and it is sidewinding its way in the direction of Hearthhome. You happen to be between it and its destination.
Okay.
Seems like
Is there...
a danger we don't need to.
Yeah. Can I suggest
So
we
wait,
get
it's
off the
going
road?
toward Hearthhome?
Yeah.
I worry that this is like going to attack the town. I'll
I
say to the
mean,
group.
their new Lady Lord Commander of the whatever city guard can take care of this. This is our first test.
Okay, but here, think about it this way: if they do like overthrow the town, then we're suddenly going to have to deal with weapon inspections again over whoever the new owner is.
Listen, I don't know about you, Professor, but you think we can kill that thing? Look at the size of it. I don't
Well,
think
we
even
might be able to
Israel could have
divert
that.
it.
I don't know. I don't know where I've got this idea, but aren't silver snakes like that meant to be good? I'm sure it's fine, right?
I don't know. Perhaps we can find a safe spot to observe it further.
How to
Can we like
charm it.
find a hill like perpendicular to its path several hundred feet away to observe it?
Yes,
is-
you can all move out of the way, and as it winds and its direction becomes more clear, you can adjust yourselves to be well out of the path of the serpent.
Okay, so it doesn't like come toward us or anything. It's just going to pass us by.
It seems to be the case that it is just cruising along the plain, slithering, doing its little serpenty thing.
Does it look like a snake or like a
It
dragon
looks like a giant constrictor snake.
with metal scales?
With metal
Or does it just happen to
scales.
be silver.
How giant are we talking here?
Like 50, 60 feet long.
So it's not a
Like,
dragon.
you know, 5 feet
That
around,
is huge.
6
I
feet
met a man
around.
that came through the bar once. He had cobras in a little jar, and he could play the flute, and they would charm them. I asked him to teach me the song. Want to give it a whirl? I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I think that'll probably work.
Uh,
Alright, fine. Look, if it's not a dragon, maybe we can go back and kill it if you guys want. I don't hate the idea. But I thought we were doing this thing. Now you're saying we need to go back and do that thing. Like, yeah, okay, I'm kind of done with that thing and I want to do this other
It's
thing.
less
But
about
if we're gonna
killing
go
it,
back and
more
do
about
the
making
original
sure that
thing-
it doesn't destroy an entire town, right?
Neal, can I do a quick
shrug.
Omen Reading check while the discussion is going on? Is that possible?
Yes, and you Omen read via pulling cards, yeah?
No, cards are not suited for Omen Reading.
I'm
Jeez,
so sorry.
Neal.
I am so sorry. How do you
Goddamn
read your
blind.
omens?
I've done it with tea before, but I don't have any tea right now, so I'm just gonna
Oh, I've
do
got
the
some
good
right
old.
here. Should I look at my tea leaves?
Yes, look at your tea leaves, Ryan.
How do you Tell me
Want me
how
to
No.
catch a rabbit for you so you can use its intestines,
Um,
like the Vikings.
I'm gonna
A sheep.
how do we do this? No, I don't think the sheep are the sheep still around?
It depends.
Did you
and
guys
only
want
if
to
you're
bring
looking
your
at them?
your sheep? Did you bring your sheep and your shepherd?
Professor, did we bring our sheep and shepherd?
Yes, because if we, if we're, otherwise we just leave them back in town, and we were
Yeah,
going to bring
otherwise
them with
we'd
us
have
because
no
they're going to help
sheep.
us carry Abaddon's stuff.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Okay, is there a small lamb amongst the sheep?
Oh yeah, yeah.
God.
Okay.
Wait,
She's cute as shit too. Her name is Mary,
We're-
and she baws at
Okay,
you.
we're grabbing-
She bleats.
We're grabbing Mary.
Mary wasn't
Okay,
the lamb, Neal. Mary was the shepherd.
I know, but there's also a lamb named Mary.
Mary
Well-
has a lamb named Mary? How confusing
Yes.
is this nursery rhyme?
Well, your shepherd isn't named Mary. Your shepherd is named
John.
John. John had a little lamb, and that lamb's name was Mary. Sorry, Faye. We're all talking over your moment.
That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab the little lamb. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my silver dagger for it.
Abaddon licks his lips.
I'm gonna
It
cut open
nuzzles
its
your leg.
belly. Adorable. I'm gonna cut open its belly.
It dies horribly.
I'm gonna spill out its guts on the ground, and I'm gonna read its guts for Omen Reading for the snake.
Sorry, I'm sorry. This has
You're,
gotten
good.
out of
You're
hand.
really into this. I like it. Okay. Make an Omen Reading check, which is a 27. To read whether the snake is friend or foe, I guess. To
Says-
what is the city
is the
called
snake
again?
friend or foe to Hearthhome?
Yes.
It's foe.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, fine.
All right, hold on. I'm going to try and get in
Since
range
when
of
are
this
we-
thing to cast a spell at it.
Oh. Can I make a religion check to drop some lore, Neal?
Yeah, certainly, but let's also acknowledge that you wait for this thing to kind of get as close to you as possible as you're like watching it go by, and then
Like,
you're like, well, let's do some
300 to
divination.
500
So like,
feet away.
yeah, the snake there's some distance between y'all.
is
So if
this
you want to
like-
get within spellcasting range, you're gonna have to like go chase after the
Oh,
snake.
well, okay, but we were
We
like
can
in
still
its path,
hear
right?
the flute, right?
300 to 500 feet on a open plain, maybe. Let's
What if
just
I've
roll
got
directionality
a
of
belter
wind.
of a flute?
So
Yeah,
is
the wind is
this-
blowing towards the snake, so from where you're standing, it could probably hear it.
So as they're trying to do that, I guess I can draw it back to us, right? I can attempt to snake charm it and like get it to like come back within range for all the spell casting and stuff. Maybe even like if it's charmed enough and like get a surprise roll or give you guys some advantage to really mess it up on the first round if that's what you're looking to do.
I
I'd
could
like to
also
hide.
I could slow it down long enough for us to make it
Behind
back
what?
to Hearthhome and warn the city.
Let's deal with it for them. This is Malchus's turn now. We could do with protecting them from whatever this thing is.
Neal, is this a cosmologically significant serpent? Is this like a Jormungandr or something like that?
Nope. Not
Nope.
that you're aware of. It's just a
No
weird
religious
fucking
symbol,
snake.
Just a weird snake.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a spell, Neil, if I see Raekwon drawing it towards us, so just let me know.
Well, Raekwon brings flute to lip, and it's a saving throw for the snake.
So yeah, I guess so. We can use that as a So the bard ability can like change a person's reaction to the bard or his allies by a stage, right? That's the actual there's two things. Well, there's a lot of things a bard can do. One of the main things a bard can do is influence a reaction by NPCs, right? And so that's the thing you're talking about, the like -1 saving throw against paralyzation, right? I can shift the reaction towards friendly or hostile, so we could use that. Alternatively, I was thinking this was like a snake charming situation. I guess this is fine. No, your thing makes more sense. I was overreaching. So yeah, I play the classic snake charming that I learned from Abdul in the bar, and it needs to make a saving throw versus paralyzation modified by -1.
Excellent. And it rolls. Let me find our table. What? Out of curiosity, what happens if it fails? Is it just doesn't give a shit, or does it go the other way?
Then it is modified in the opposite direction.
Ooh.
So if I'm trying to make a group like roused to anger, they get like unexpectedly happy, which I think is an awesome turn of events. But it's usually
that's
the other
actually
way.
really funny, because if you're going against somebody with really high saves, you can just try and do the opposite of the result that you want.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's a really cool consequence of the rule, but usually like you're like, I'm trying to make them like me more, and now they like me less.
Mm-hmm. And you are trying to make it like you more or like you less right now?
I'm attempting to charm the snake. So my goal is to like, I want to replicate snake charming with this giant 50-foot constrictor snake.
Excellent.
Right? I want to like get its attention and like have it do the little like woo thing, right? And like be all charmed.
You certainly get its attention, but it doesn't seem to be happy to see you. It doesn't seem to be all like, ooh, let me like dance with this guy and listen to him. It seems more like, you know, the snake has heard a piercing whistle through the sky that racks its brain with pain, and it's found the source of its terror and frustration and is coming to consume you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
And
If
it
as
is
I say it coming, I cast Battle Fate.
Excellent. And I see that you have equipped your shield, and Nyx has cast Mage Armor. And the snake is coming for you.
How many rounds does it take to get here? Because I'll cast another buff on the way.
2.
Yeah, okay, so second round I'll cast 8.
It's okay. It's not a real snake.
Oh, no!
That is not a constrictor snake, by the way.
I know. I just don't have a lot of easy access to good snake images. I realize this is a rattler.
Do we get your bard song, Greg? Is that a thing we generally have in fights, or?
Well, you have to be inspired for an entire minute of singing. So at this stage, I'm going to assume you are not inspired by my poor snake charming.
Okay.
Is it a minute or is it? Hold on, I have to.
It's a round,
the duration
right?
of
So-
that is very long. Not
yeah.
counter song, not identify, not
Huge
that
HP
one.
bar.
Inspiration. 3 full rounds, so 3 minutes.
Wow.
Oof. So it'll be here in 2. So you can start it, and it'll take effect on after the first round of combat. Or
Okay, so it's going to be there in 2 rounds.
yes.
So with our 2 minutes, I'm going to calmly ask the party, do we think we can fight this thing? It is like 60 feet long, right? I mean,
Just a snake.
if you feel up for it, that's okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. You take the front, Abaddon.
All right.
Greg, did you want to do your song and have it kick in after the first round of combat? Or did you want to do something else?
How convinced am I that I've failed? Like, is it very obvious that this snake charming has failed, or is it just coming towards me? And
I mean,
like, you've
kinda-
embellished.
It's coming towards you. How can one really know the intention of a snake, right?
I don't know.
Right? I always feel like snakes are angry, even though they're probably not. You know, I see a snake and I think it's out to get me.
I don't think. I think that I'm attempting to charm the snake. Like, I think this is what I'm doing until there is very clear evidence that I have failed. Raekwon doesn't fail. What is that? I mean,
I think
I've
the
never
snake
failed
is too,
anything in my life.
The snake is like 150 feet long. You know?
Okay, all right. Let me adjust its length.
And note that it's coiled, so it should be like
Oh my god.
that big. Its HP bar is enormous too.
Would it be coiled while it's moving?
It's
don't
not.
feel
No, it's not coiled while it's
It's
moving.
like twist.
Look, guys, I only have so many art assets that I can find on the fly, and I have made
Well, I was
zero.
defending, I was
like, drawing
defending
your own and also
uncoiled
animating them?
snake.
Thank you.
I was
All
trying
right.
to defend your uncoiled snake, Neal. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Is this long enough for you, Ryan? Is this the appropriate snake length?
That 60 feet or so. Sure. Looks good. you,
It's too short. No,
no, that's perfect.
5 feet too
55.
short.
He
Well,
said
I see-
50 to 60.
50 to
Okay.
60. It's 54
Okay.
and a half. It's pretty good.
All right.
Excellent job, Neal.
Nice
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
Is the party approaching the snake, or
I assume we're bracing because it's coming toward us,
Yeah,
right?
we're
We can just
bracing.
brace for its arrival.
Right, right.
All right.
Hiss,
So
hiss.
I'm still mounted on the hill.
All right, you have a horse.
Yes, I have a horse. I lower my mask, lower my lance, or I guess lance is maybe still up.
all right, but
And
let's
I
roll.
I'll ready a charge when it becomes appropriate.
Okay.
Can we roll initiative for this first round? Just because I want to try and buff the party before we all charge in.
Okay.
Yeah. So this map is to scale at the start of the third round, right?
Let me move the snake. There we go. Now it's to scale.
Oh. This is too far away.
Oh. Ryan, here is a horse for you.
Lovely.
I will even give you control of it. Izuul can control the horse. Fantastic. So you wanted to roll initiative. Let's do it. Anyone else wanted to roll initiative?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to
roll.
figure out what I want to do.
I'm gonna get some data here this round.
I can cast 2 spells now. Oh, hold on. I have to memorize a spell real quick.
You cast 2 spells in a round.
Well, no, but I have access to 2
Oh,
It just means he has 2 spell
instead of
slots.
1.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not doing anything. I'm playing my flute, I suppose. I still am convinced I have charmed this creature.
Do you need to
Excellent.
keep playing to charm it?
Yes, I am continuously playing my charming song as you are.
Is Abaddon doing some kind of prayer thing? Or
Yeah.
bless or something?
Yeah, prayer.
Oh, prayer doesn't need to start
No.
before
Yeah, you
combat.
can. As long as you're still within 60 feet of me, you're going to be good.
Anyone else would like to roll initiative?
I'm already in there. I'm gonna be shooting a magic missile at it.
Yeah, I'm already. Action is ready. I will charge after Abaddon's spell goes off.
Excellent. All right, so first one to act is Kale, who will
right.
sling them their magic
I'd like to
missiles.
know how much health this thing has. So let's see
Yeah.
how much
Ooh,
8
Nice
does.
roll. Nice roll.
Excellent. The 8 points of damage strikes the serpent, ticking off a chunk of its HP bar.
Nice, 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 nice.
Nyx
I'm happy with this data.
goes with improved phantasmal force. A
Yes.
second level illusion spell.
Yes. So seeing this creature slithering through the plains, I guess Nyx leans forward. She takes her illusionist card. She places it like similar to what the first time she used it with Grease. She places it over her mouth, and she breathes through her card, and you can see that her breath comes out at the other side as tiny icy particles that form a cloud and waft over towards the snake and create like an ice cold cloud that lowers the lowers the felt temperature in the area to below 0.
Oh.
And I'm gonna cast it like on the. It's a huge effect, but I'm gonna cast it on the area where the snake is currently.
Summon Texas. Yes, I see.
It's old news, Neal.
Yeah, the
know.
snake's electrical bills shoot through the roof.
Okay. Creates the illusion of any object, creature, or force as long as it's within the area of
Force.
effect.
I figured it could be force, like
Yeah.
temperature drop force. I don't know.
I can roll with
frost.
that. Maintain the illusion, minimal concentration. Thus, they can move at half normal speed, but not cast other spells. Minor sounds are included. Okay, so the snake begins to get quite chilly. I see. Little bits of phantasmal frost form across the snake. Its path, its speed slows. Its slither kind of shrinks as the whole snake coils up on itself a little bit, so it can keep moving, but like gives itself a little bit more body warmth and a little less surface area, and it will come much more slowly. Abaddon.
All right, I grab hold of my silver holy symbol and mutter the words to a prayer with a crescendo at the end, and then as I open my hand, I see the scars of Malchus's spiral on my hand where the silver has marked my flesh. But I cast prayer, and everyone gets +1 to hit damage and saves, and the enemy gets -1 to hit damage and saves, and it will last
Excellent.
for 5 rounds.
Excellent. Izuel, you were charging?
Yeah, as soon as the prayer ends, his prayers are answered,
Okay.
and the angel of death.
Well,
needs now
charge
to
the snake.
charge. See, adding bonus for charge, for prayer,
For horse ground.
lowering, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's another +1 for horse use there.
Mm-hmm.
A total of +4 to hit. All right. Oh, crits
Nailed
on a
it.
lance charge. I just can't get away from these devastating charge attacks.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, you only cleared by 3, so it's not a critical.
You do indeed clear by 5. You
By
crit the
Only
snake.
5? I guess it's metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Crit on top of a charge, so that should be 3 times damage dice or 4 times damage dice.
It should
With
be.
lance-
It does
lance charge is already
4d4.
double.
Yeah, so it should do 8d4.
Nice. +1.
8d4 +1. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
20 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'll go ahead and roll like a horse riding check to see if my horse will also do anything. It passes. So the horse.
You just ride through the snake and come out the other
I think
side.
it'll be like a d20 +4 for like a charging horse, and it gets 2 attacks or something. Do either of those hit?
No, the horse will like trample over part of the snake as you like skewer it in the
I think we
face
collide.
underneath the
I
head.
think it's just like a collision.
Yeah, part of the snake rolls back. The horse ends up like riding over sections of it, trampling it with its hooves, but the snake sustains no damage from the horse overrun. I think your spear gets like lodged in the snake with this crit. Like you go through its neck and head and out the other side, and probably lose control of your lance.
That's why I have several more.
Just
They aren't lance.
pick up the extra lance and let's go again, everybody. The snake will make its attack as you charge past it, coming almost to a stop, but still trying to move. It will take a loop of its body and just like try and chuck it around you and squeeze you.
Me or the horse?
Well, in the snake's mind, you guys are one object, so it's just trying to get something there.
You pulled this on against Nick on Tombs of Scoria too, just like giving creatures these AoE attacks.
Is this a
This is a giant
congratulations?
snake.
This is a DM hacks moment.
Wow, it scores a natural 18. Plus a bunch of bullshit.
Against, a bunch of bullshit. Against what? Against me or the horse or both?
Well, I think the horse is the obvious object. The horse is like,
Right.
10 times your body weight or something. So the snake throws a loop over you and the horse and begins to constrict Why don't you give me a dex check to get your legs away from the constricting snake?
Dex or
strength, either one, because you got to
Or-
pull yourself, like you want to, as it binds this horse, you don't want your legs to get trapped
horse
between
riding.
snake and horse. Yeah,
either. Okay, that's fine.
a check.
Dex would
That's all I
Dex
need.
would have failed, but
Excellent. Well, your horse gets grappled and double crit by the constrictor snake.
double crit. It gets
Double
-1 to hit
crit.
from the prayer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
On damage.
Yes. But it rolled a natural 18. Got a lot of hit
I
dice.
rolled a natural 19. Where am I?
Your
double
horse
crit?
has AC 13.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. -2 for charge. All right, take the double crit.
Okay. And it does 2d4 damage on a... Well, no, the original does 2d4. I think since it's a bigger version, we'll do maybe 2d...
12?
2d12? That seems too
bigger-
much.
Oh.
Isn't there already like a giant constrictor?
Yeah, there is, but it's only 30 feet long. This is the 60-foot version.
What's the damage between like a 10-foot one and a 30-foot one?
30 plus foot long.
D3 to 2d4. Oh, yeah. So 2d8 does seem reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it double crits your snake.
4d8. Jesus.
So 68 to your horse as the snake crushes your horse into bone and flesh. Your beloved mount, which was about to become a light war horse from your impressive actions with it, is no more. Maybe. I don't know what its
Jesus.
HP is.
I don't know if I appreciate you just like randomly determining the damage die on the spot, but I think that will outright kill the horse unless we're
I
gonna
got-
try and lawyer back the.
I got some
damage
bad
that it
news
deals.
for you, Ryan. This is how all of Dicing with Death has been done. I don't think your horse has a sufficient HP
No,
to
it has
survive
17
this.
HP, so that outright
Yeah.
kills the horse.
All right, the horse is kaput. But you, however, can be, I guess, on top of the snake because if it
My
crushed
waist
under your
well
horse,
above its head.
yes,
You can't argue with it, Neal.
I really can't this time. Okay, there you go. Now the snake is also frosty and chilly, and you can feel the cold on it. Maybe that wasn't a full double crit then, because I did not include the penalties for it being frozen. Hold on, let me
the
do some
horse
math here.
charged. I don't know.
It's only a -1 to AC for charge as well. So that would just cancel out the
Yeah.
prayer.
I mean, it's KO'd
No,
either way.
yeah. No,
Minus 10 from that is 18. Like, if it's not a double crit, the horse is KO'd but not dead.
it's still gonna clear by
I think either
15.
way, it's probably going to constrict another round. So it's still a
Yeah, it's
just
still
waste
clear.
its attack next round to constrict and finish the job.
Well, I'm not gonna waste its attack next round on the snake. On the horse, it'll do something even more fun. So let's roll initiative.
Okay. I think it has become clear that charming this is not working.
Yes, yes, that's very clear. I think.
All right. So I gotta find myself so I can roll initiative. Awesome.
Hey Neil, how
I-
strong is the wind?
There is
Is it just kind of like a gentle breeze?
Yeah, it's moving at like 2 miles an hour.
Oh,
How far is
perfect.
this
That's
snake
exactly
from
what I
us?
like to hear.
Oh my
90
god,
feet.
90 feet. Why is it so far away? Nope. Can't do that. All right, I will roll for. Oh no, now I can't select my token. Roll
Oh
20
my
to pain.
god. Splendid. Okay. Kale, Izuel, Nyx, Raekwon. Kale, start us off.
Neil? All right.
Oh, wait, you
I
didn't.
need the
Oh,
snake
hold
to
on.
make
You're
a-
at 7. I'm sorry. I didn't update
Oh, yeah,
your
no, Easel
initiative.
first.
It doesn't
Izuel.
matter. I'm casting a spell. I am conjuring my flame blade from,
Okay.
I don't know.
Ah, it
the
appears in your
realm of-
hand.
The realm of the divine.
Okay.
Comparing to-
For
yeah.
me then, I need that snake to make a saving throw versus spell. I believe? Yeah, versus spell.
Okay. It barely passes. It passes by 1.
Damn it. All right. Well, never mind then. Don't worry about it.
Okay. A spell happens. No one ever will know what it was. Nyx will take
It's
her
not an
turn.
AoE, it just affects one creature.
You.
No, it was
Do
one
you hear a
creature.
door
I
open
could have
somewhere?
targeted you too, but I don't think you would have wanted that.
Maybe. I can ride the winds.
Nyx, you got a
Remind
frosty
me
snake.
again how much movement I have. in
60 feet.
Okay.
Because of
That's
your...
not double move. That's the normal move.
Right, it's 60 because you're moving at half to maintain the freezing concentration.
You can't move and cast though. You have to cast before you move, right?
I'm not casting anything,
Okay,
so I'm
yeah,
fine.
yeah, sure.
So I'm moving
yeah.
here. I'm gonna flip off my concentration, which doesn't matter. So the freeze is gonna last for 2 more rounds because it's improved Phantasmal Force.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Okay. A
One,
dagger
because I've moved.
flies from the hand towards the snake. Spinning in the air, smashing into the snake's hide and bouncing off, landing on the ground, and then reappearing
damn.
in your hand.
Hot diggity. Okay.
Ray
That is my turn.
Wong.
Good luck.
All right, I feel like
do it.
spreading out is a good idea, so I'm going to move. Oh God.
Wait,
Neal?
Hold on,
did
before
you
we go
include
any
the plus
further,
one?
can I have a, yeah,
I didn't-
so I have a quick question really fast. So as a specialist, does the snake get a penalty against my saving throws? Or for its saving throws against like elemental spells?
It's a great question.
Because if it passed by 1, that is gonna change that outcome.
Let's find out.
It does. As an elementalist, you should get. Might be only your water spells. This is like a class.
I get a bonus to all elemental spells for like learning, so I'm not sure if I would get
There's
the
a
bonus.
saving throw penalty, but I think it's only your specialty.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
I don't remember what book it was in.
Spells and magic.
Spells and magic.
I
Okay.
do believe that's where the elementalists reside.
Spells and magic.
Maybe not. Maybe it is Tome of Magic. I don't
Tome
know.
of Magic.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Neal, I'm cheating and looking at the monstrous manual. The constrictor, it does the giant constrictor does D4 damage.
On the
an
constriction?
No, the constriction is after, so it has to bite, and if it bites, it constricts, doing the 2d4 on subsequent rounds, I think. Right? It doesn't just auto constrict. It's like once it hits, the victim is constricted automatically, suffering damage every round.
Only you can get away with this, Ryan.
I mean, I don't know.
Manual and Silent Neal is doing
But
it.
I feel like you can, I don't know, kill the horse, but it should have to constrict for a couple of rounds, right? It does a critical bite for like, even if you up it to D6, you do like
also,
3d6 on a bite, and then it constricts.
it does get -1 to its spell save because of prayer as well, if that would have made
Yeah.
a difference.
Oh, that does make
Oh.
a huge difference, yeah.
Okay. It looks like it's only to water that I give it a -2. It says to a specialty. I get bonuses to all elemental schools, but I think they mean like water spells will do the saving throw penalty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if it fails, if it with a -1, then also don't
Yeah,
forget,
that's going to be enough.
Faye, you would get +1 to hit from prayer. I don't know if you've included that, and the AC of the creature is also reduced by 1.
If
Wait,
she gets
wait,
+1 to hit and it gets a -1 to AC?
No, it doesn't get a -1 to AC. Sorry,
Okay.
that's wrong.
Okay.
It just saves and attack rolls
Thank you.
and damage. Yeah.
Kind of get a -1 for AC because it's so goddamn frozen, and it gets a dex penalty.
I don't think the giant snake gets any dex AC at all. It's not like...
Does it have any? Look it up. If it has any, I want it lawyered away.
It doesn't have
Doesn't
any.
say.
God damn.
No creatures have dex AC when they're held. They've got no dex AC. But if you're trying to touch attack them, it's all dex AC. It's like, oh
Yep.
well.
Yeah, so
Okay.
elementalists, Sean, elementalists get +2 on their saving throws against their specialty.
It says their
and
specialty.
-2 for their specialty. So your
Yeah, I
water,
had to
you
double
have-
check just because you get bonuses to your learning for other elements
Yeah.
as well. I just wasn't sure if the saving throw penalty was
Yeah.
cross elemental. But
just-
Here we go.
Does
Ryan,
any-
giant constrictor snake. In this section, they talk about snow serpents for some reason, which is a ridiculous creature to begin with. But these furred white snakes hide their bodies, wait for prey to pass by. When it does, they spring up and coil their loops around victims. After that, the snow serpent automatically bites for 2d10 damage each round. Those in the coil are helpless. So
Are
I think they
fighting a
make a
snow serpent?
coil attack as their primary attack, and then afterwards they can automatically bite if they so desire.
It's like, it's fine. It's fine.
I was standard
Yeah.
constrictor. They do a bite, and then subsequent rounds.
It might, yeah.
You know, we
and-
all thought that all this silly arguing in Fro was because of the setting, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just
Maybe it's us.
yeah.
It's just
So, but yeah, does the -1 change the saving throw outcome from the bless?
yes, because it rolled an 8 and it needed a 7 or higher to pass. Oh no, it rolled an 8 and it needed a 7 or higher to pass. So it gets a
Oh, so
-1 for
-1.
prayer, and did it get a -1 for your specialization?
No, that's only
Oh,
for water
what's it called?
spells, so it won't get it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay, never mind. That's fine.
Okay. Sorry, Raekwon, it's your turn that we're talking about everyone else's actions.
All right, so I will move up over here behind this like cactus, I guess. I don't know. It looks big, and I take out a dart from my belt, put it in my flute, and give it a good shot at this old snaky.
Absolutely. It's got
I
tough.
critically missed, so I probably
You-
shoot the cactus in front of me. Yeah, I suck it up. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Excellent.
I forget
All
to
right.
blow. I suck instead.
The snake will attempt to coil upon the person riding it, which is probably a more difficult action than coiling something next to it. Oh, and it will roll a natural 4. It normally has plus 15 to hit, but it's getting a -4 from the
15?
cold, so it gets
What on
a
High ground.
15 to hit.
High ground.
It has low ground. There's no bonus
Yeah.
to AC.
Yeah,
low
yeah.
ground.
15 to hit, Ryan.
Jesus, that I have 17 AC, but
Okay.
like
Yeah, so the snake
What
comes to
the-
coil, but it's moving just slowly enough that you can
this is a
slip
great
in and out.
worm, snow snake or whatever.
It tries to coil you and fails, leaving us with Abaddon.
Okay, the buffs are cast. Now it's time to attack. All right, so I'm going to roll Battle Fate twice here. The first one is for my own Battle Fate, and the second one's for the negative on the weapon, okay?
Splendid.
So I get +1 to attack roll, and then it does -1, so... I get a +1 to hit on top of this. I think I've done my
You can
things
probably get a back attack. Can you get a back attack against a snake? Probably hit anyways.
You can find a spot
19?
where 19.
Right, if it's trying to fight with me.
Right, if it's
Yeah.
got its head like looking around towards Abaddon, towards Izul, then you can probably strike it at a moment when when you're only in peripheral vision.
All right,
but
great.
snakes have forward vision or wide vision?
I thought
Probably
they
wide.
see really bad anyways. Does it matter?
That's a good point. Do they see
it
bad?
flying?
Ryan, tell me
really
about
bad
snakes.
vision, actually.
Is it on the ground or is it flying?
What's the question? Snake's vision.
Yeah, snake vision.
It's pretty shit, but they can like sense infrared.
Is it wide view? It's not like the eyes are on the side of the head, right? They're not in front, so they're not.
I think their eyes are in the front. They're predators, but their primary sense is like they've got some weird gland or something in their tongues.
Yeah, but if we look at the image in the Super Cool Kids Club, we'll see that the snake eyes are definitely more on the side, like a horse's eyes. So I think you won't be able to get a flank or a back attack because it's got like good area vision and it sees in the infrared.
But it's kind of held, isn't it?
No,
Because it's trying to hold Iswell.
no, it missed Izul.
Okay. 19?
19 is not good enough. 20 AC on the snake. Your mace clatters off of its metallic scales and falls to the side, useless. And
we're getting armor upgrades.
Initiative time.
Initiative time.
All right. Question. Would individual fangs inside of a creature's mouths be considered separate objects?
Depending on the context, yes or no.
For spell purposes, probably.
Depends on the spell. What are you talking about? Maybe.
What about the lower and upper jaw of a creature? Could
What-
those be separate objects?
They could be. What are you
What if I
trying to
wanted
do?
to create, I don't know, an explosive force to force those things 5 feet apart from each other in a single...
You know, I think on a normal person, the teeth would be too small, but on a giant fucking snake whose head is this big, you could target the 2 different fangs and try and rip them apart. I am super in favor of that idea.
All right,
It was meant as a defensive spell, but like, this is prime manipulation. Oh my god, Raekwon, you're so fast.
Spellcasting's great.
Yep.
Initiative again. Sorry.
Ooh, you even beat me. Damn.
Yeah.
Diggity.
I rolled that fancy 4 and I thought, oh man, I'm gonna go so quick.
You are third.
And in the conga line.
Raekwon.
All right, so I take my time, brace my arm, and look, and I wait until the moment in which I get a nice right angle on the snake's open mouth, and on the 2 fangs on its mouth, I cast separate. I command them to separate.
Great.
Yes.
All right. Now, the snake's body is going to have to try and resist the pressure of its fangs being shoved in opposite directions. And it rolls a 3 on the die, and it does not resist it. And I think one fang gets like cockeyed, and the other fang just bursts out of its mouth, dripping blood behind it. Why don't you roll me? I think the damage will be minimal, but the bite will be rendered basically useless. So roll me a d6 for damage as you rip out a
All right.
fang. And it will.
It takes 1 point of damage.
Maybe it's like the thing breaks, but the root is still in its head.
God, he's gonna
Minimal
have to go to a
damage,
dentist.
disabling the- yeah.
You can like go up and wiggle the fang to cause more pain. Nyx, there's a
Yes.
chilly serpent before you.
Yes. So I assume after Raekwon casts his spell that the snake probably still has its mouth open.
Yes, it's
Because
hissing
it's in
in
a lot
pain.
of pain and is like... when I look at the inside of the snake's giant mouth, does it
Yeah.
look like it's covered with metal inside as well, or does the inside look more vulnerable than the outside?
The inside looks pretty fleshy.
Okay, I would like to make a cold shot. And,
Sure.
you know,
Minus
Throw a
1
dagger
because
in.
the snake mouth is so big, it's almost just a normal creature.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
taking
instead
it.
of the -4 for called shot or whatever, it's a variable called shot.
18.
And you will hit with a 18 against 10 AC inside the mouth of the snake. You stab it.
Nice.
Roll me
So that is 1d. No, hold up. 1d4 plus 3. Oh, do I get +1 for damage as well?
Full prayer.
Nick?
Yeah.
Prayer, yeah.
Yeah, so 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. You stab the snake in its mouth, and then the dagger returns to your hand. The snake promptly shuts its trap to avoid further pain. And then, you know, the tooth that's kind of out hits the bottom of the mouth, and the snake reopens it again in pain. It's suffering everywhere. And Kale finally will take his turn.
I need to make me a saving throw at -3.
Jesus Christ. Natural 18.
Damn it. All right. Never
I
mind.
really
Don't
want to
worry
know what
about
these spells are, though. What's happening? He's just casting
We'll
the one
take our
spell
disappointment to
over and
our
over
graves.
again.
Yeah.
I'm out of spell options now. I'm gonna have to get creative.
Izual.
Snake and I are going simultaneously. I'm attacking it with Flame Blade.
Okay, it is trying to attack Abaddon before it.
Constricting- Oh, Abaddon. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to try and
Then-
constrict Abaddon with its neck. That still has the lance through it.
All right. I would like to slither up the snake's back and stab it in the eye.
All right. This snake will roll a 7 plus 15 -4 is 18 against you, Abaddon.
That hits.
That hits. Excellent. The snake wraps its body around you and constricts you for 15 damage, near max.
Oof. Luckily, the temporary hit points from aid keep me alive.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Called shot versus an eye. Is that like a -4?
Wait,
-2?
-1 damage from prayer. Did you include that?
I did not.
Okay.
The eye of the snake is large. I'd say -4. Yeah.
-4.
You want to burn it out?
Can I do negative hit modifiers on these things?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, on your spreadsheet. We'll see
Yeah,
what
it should.
happens here.
It should work.
Okay. All right, 15 versus the creature's eye.
I guess that'll hit the eye. Yes.
6 points of damage.
The eye pusses, oozes everywhere, kind of boils as the flame blade sticks in it. The skin around it, metallic, like begins to heat up and shimmer with a bit of a heat glow upon it. And Abaddon will take his turn. Coiled
right.
by the snake now.
Let me roll my battle fate. This is for me.
Mm-hmm.
No effect, and then on the weapon is minus attack rolls. So this time, Neal, it is held, correct?
It is holding you.
Yeah, so we both at -4 AC. Because we can't dodge.
You can't even attack with a flail, I don't think.
Well, hang on now.
There's like you can like rest. You can use a knife or something, or unarmed attacks, or
Well, it depends. I mean, if my arms are free, I can attack with a flail. Why not?
Skin of the snake, blah, 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 blah. I guess you are immobilized, but the snake is right there. You probably have penalties to hit because of the awkwardness of flailing around, no pun intended. But, like, also the snake is right there. So I would say your attack penalties cancel.
So when you're grappled, you can respond with unarmed combat, attack with a small weapon, attempt to escape.
Is this the same as being grappled by a man, though? I mean, I'll probably just take what Neal said.
Yeah.
I think because of the nature of the thing, you've got giant snake all around you, and you're just awkward, but it's, it's not, it's right there. So I think your penalties wash, and you'll just take auto damage next round.
What auto dodge? The same I just took this round.
2d8, yeah. It'll just squeeze you for 2d8 every round. So good luck.
How big is his wolf form compared to his normal form?
Wait,
Could he like transform and then like have some kind of saving throw to get out of the grapple? Be like, whoops, my body's 2 times smaller now. Yoink.
I can't remember if it took a whole round to shift or not.
I like that. I would give him a save versus paralyzation to escape if he changed into wolf form, but it would be the whole round action.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try that then. I'll abandon my attack. I'll drop my
You'll
flail to the floor.
abandon your
stays
attack?
That stays with me, right? So what? Save versus paralyzation
Save versus paralyzation.
with +2 due to aid and prayer.
Excellent. Woo! You turn into a wolf, leaving your armor and shield behind, and scamper over the body, free from the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll roll into initiative.
Second attack!
Second attack,
Woo,
I'm so
let's
sorry.
go. So I guess you said the mouth is shut now, yeah?
Yes, it is shut now. This will be a
But
regular.
I can shoot at the second eye, yes. Is that a thing I can do?
Yes, and it's going to be -4 to hit for the second eye.
Is that worth it?
Yes.
No.
What?
I'm just gonna go with it. It's fine. We'll do the second eye. 1d20 plus 4. 16 is a miss. No, that would be a 0, so it would be a miss. It's a miss. It's a 12.
It's a 12.
I didn't
What's the AC of its eye?
subtract
The AC
the
should be
4.
10, right, for the eye?
Is it?
Yeah, the eye is unarmored.
I guess.
You will stab it in the other eye.
Whoops. Yeah.
And the snake loses a little more HP. Now it's initiative time. Unfortunately, the snake goes last in initiative.
Oh, how unfortunate. Yeah, real. Real unfortunate there.
Well, he just didn't kill anyone
Neal,
yet.
sorry.
Yeah.
Is transforming typically a full round action, or is
I
it
think
just
for
just a full
you
round
it is
action?
full round action. Yes, I think that'll be the thing that you do. You can still get a move, but you can.
What's the deal for attacking in wolf form?
+5 to hit,
wolf.
D4 damage, D6 damage, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Just pick whichever you like best.
Yeah, just pick a
initiative.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pick a die.
initiative.
Roll with it.
God.
Lucky 13s.
Oh my god. Did we get... Nyx has 11, Kale...
I'm thinking really. 1 second. I need to measure with the math real quick. Okay, we haven't totally ruined this thing's eyes, right? Still has eyeballs.
Not yet.
Is its face far enough away from like other people that I could theoretically use an AoE spell at its eyeballs without hitting allies, or is it kind of like coiled up with them too closely?
At this moment, the head is sort of above the ground, maybe like 5 feet off the ground, looking around, trying to find things, while Izuul is on top of the head, like trying to stab out its eyes. So I think Izuul is actually
it doesn't have
here.
anybody coiled anymore, right?
No one's coiled, but Izuul is like on its head.
Oh,
I'm coiling the snake.
How tall is the cone actually? Because if it's a big snake, so like I might actually be able to do this. Let me double check really fast. Oops. 5 by 20 by 20. So it's only 5 feet tall. So I think I could actually hit the head of the snake without hitting Izuul, right?
Maybe, but you're really far away. If your cone is only 20 feet long, that's way out of range.
Oh yeah, I can't move and cast. You're right.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
never mind. I'm just gonna roll for a sling then.
You're not gonna put me into the cone, are you, Sean? Because
That's initiative. Oh, initiative. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a sling instead. I'm not doing the.
Go for it,
one
Kale.
quick-
Oh yes,
is
Nyx?
is the prayer still going when you transform, or is that
Yeah.
gone?
Yeah, I think it's still live.
Yeah.
There. Okay,
Yeah, because-
perfect. I have a plus
Not
one
a
to hit.
chant.
Yeah, because I get
Don't
one more
hit.
damage from my last.
Ooh, okay.
attack there, Neal,
I-
because I didn't add that.
Do you believe that was the last round of the cold as well, though? So this round, the
Yes.
snake will be in full form with another +4 to hit. Excellent. Kale slings the stone and it clatters
it
off of the
bounces off
snake.
its scales. From the sound of it, does it look like its scales are made of silver or steel?
Probably closer to steel than silver.
Okay.
Nyx. The
Yes.
snake's head is up now. Its eyes are in a harder spot to sling daggers at. You'll have to attack. You'll at -8 against the eyes or against the whole body, as you please.
The whole body. So when it's up, like even the underbelly looks exactly the same. It's all scales, the same all around.
Yeah, the hue is slightly different, but it is also metallic.
I mean, is the eye still intact, or is it just wrecked anyways? And even if you stab at it, it's not going to do much.
With the non-localized HP system of Dungeons and Dragons, the eyes are still functioning.
Sure, let's go for a cold shot against the eyes then.
Yeah.
Which is a -4 and then a +4 and then it
Minus
should just
8.
be a 20. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm not going to hit
No,
anything
doesn't
with that
matter.
anyways.
All right, Raekwon. Remember to blow this time.
Indeed. I take a mighty toot of my blowgun flute and roll a 5 against the body.
Well, maybe this isn't the creature for Raekwon to defeat, but Abaddon can certainly do it.
All right. Low to the ground. I run to the back end of the snake here. I want to get its fucking tail in between my teeth. Shake it around like a dog toy.
Go for it.
So rather than use I think it sounded like you were saying the direwolf stats, I think I'll just do the same as in the werewolf form where I get fighter Faco. So it's just
Sure.
an extra +2, yeah.
Whatever.
So this should... Oh, great.
Excellent. You grab
Bite your own
hold
tongue.
of the snake.
Wait. Just in case.
Skip a tooth.
No effects. Never mind. Okay.
So you grab hold of the snake and make me a strength saving throw because the snake whips its tail and might send you flying.
Tail back and forth.
All right, no, you managed to. I guess it's probably like you let go in time. It probably should be a dex check over instead, but we've already rolled the dice, so it's fine.
Yeah.
The tail, he tries to like sling you to the side. You slip away, fall on the ground, fine, and make your attempted bites. While Izuul will.
Straddling the snake's head, I continue to chop at its eye. 13. I forgot to include -4.
Is
No,
a
I think
9.
that's a miss. Yeah.
Do you have battle fate or a prayer?
Prayer
Whatever
is
it's called?
included. +1 for high ground is included, or back.
Unfortunate.
What is the So when Nick originally rolled, he rolled 2 battle fates. One to affect the snake, I guess, and one for himself. Is that still in effect after?
I feel like as
It
he
only
gets,
works if I hit, which I didn't. So the
I
one
feel like as he
affecting
gets
the
more
creature.
powerful, maybe he can use his Malchus weapon in wolf form.
Okay.
But he hasn't successfully hit yet, so it's all moot.
Yeah.
that was
and-
the only thing I could think, because that would have given it a 1 AC difference.
Yeah. The snake will begin to coil towards its head. You know, it pulls its body and tries to just form a ball around Izuul, who rides it presently, with a natural 1 on the attack roll.
All right, it coils itself right into my flame blade for a second attack.
Yeah, I think it exposed itself to an attack of opportunity from you,
Oh,
and
I mean-
there we go.
I mean, this was just my regular second attack. I should
Oh.
take an opportunity attack as well, but
No,
does-
it's
oh, I forgot, and an extra +1. Does 15 damage finish it?
yeah, it had 9 HP. You can ride the snake as it tries to death coil upon you, and you just hack it to bits, and the snake lies dormant once more.
Another foul creature, no match for us mighty heroes. Here.
Oh, I did so much.
I'll sniff over to my gear and get dressed again.
Yep. I have a question. Do you change into werewolf form so you have fur to cover your shame while you get dressed, and then you shift into human form? Or do you shift all the way into a naked man and get dressed naked?
Well, interesting question. I mean, can my clothes and armor fit in werewolf form?
Yeah, he'd be bigger in werewolf form. He'd probably rip his clothes clean
I
off.
mean, my
You know,
chainmail might still fit. And then my next question is, what would my AC be wearing chainmail in werewolf form?
Just the same as your regular AC, the werewolf form.
There is some. You might get a +1 or something.
think it is a
There is
+1.
some weird rule about getting a +1 depending on which one's higher.
When
'Cause
you
we already
bard
said I
an
can use
animal, yeah.
weapons. I can already use. I can use my weapon and shield and stuff in werewolf form, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'll.
I think as long as you're not wearing like tights or like really, you know, strapping
plate.
clothes that fit
Yeah.
to you, or full plate or scale mail or something like that, then you should be able to get dressed in werewolf form if you will.
Oh, I'll do that then to conserve my modesty, I suppose.
Good, good. We embrace puritanical values here.
Speaking of scale mail, as like any good adventurers, are we about to like skin this snake and make ourselves armor out of it?
That would definitely mean
I was
We're
a lot
avoiding.
more
well known to
excited.
shed the scales over time, yes? Perhaps
take
if
a
we
look at one
found
of
where
these
this
scales?
place was living, we wouldn't have to
Oh.
butcher the creature. We could just find its old ones. I mean,
true.
it is a 50-foot snake wandering through the desert. I'm sure that long, winding trail back there is quite easy to follow.
That's true.
I look down after just putting on all my fucking clothes again. As Raekwon points towards the trail, and I sigh and I unclip my belt and put my weapon strap. take off my chainmail and turn back
You
into a
don't, you
wolf.
don't have to be a wolf. I mean, look at it. It literally snakes through the plains.
I growl at him and I go.
I call over the shepherd,
No Scooby snacks for you then.
and we somehow find a way to like attach all of my gear to sheep.
Yes, yes.
I'll come back when I'm a higher level and reclaim my horse, but until now, I'll stay here.
So leave the giant metallic snake in the plains and go find its lair, or go find the
think so.
Oh, I'm
necromancer's
gonna
lair.
pick up the tooth that was chopped off at least.
Excellent.
I want to pick that up.
Presumably, the snake's lair is closer, so let's go snake's lair, necromancer lair, and maybe
The
send
snake was
some-
non-venomous, right?
Correct.
Seem to be, yeah.
Abaddon, come here. Let me heal you.
Okay, I'll hat over to him.
If I click Cure Light Wounds, does it roll for me? I don't think it does.
Won't
Martha
roll
doesn't
the
like you very
HP.
much. 1 HP.
She's being nice to you,
Wow.
but like only a little nice to you.
The power of Martha is grand indeed. I don't say.
Eating a
'cause
good
I'm
berry.
awful. Yeah.
See, wasn't that exciting?
I suppose. I'm not sure why we had to kill that mythical creature, but
Because it was evil.
was it though?
It was an enemy of Hearthhome,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It was.
This is okay.
I mean, you can't argue with a goat's entrails.
It was a sheep, but yes.
Oh, yes, of course. Same.
Huge difference when it comes. No, huge difference when it comes to omen reading. Actually, the animal matters.
So you read goats left to right, but you read sheep right to left. You would get the completely wrong signal.
Oh, fascinating. Well, I'll put that in song for sure.
You follow the clear path of destruction laid by the snake and come to a huge hole in the hillside over here. Some might call it a cave. The outside is littered with snake poop that contains bones of creatures. Quadrupeds, bipeds, humanoids, monsters, whatever it could possibly get.
All right, same routine as before. I turn back into a human. Get my armor and stuff on.
Can we see in the cave, or is it like pitch ass black?
Oh, you can totally see in maybe the first like 30 or 40 feet, which has a bit of a winding pattern in and of itself. And some stalactites and some stalagmites hanging around the front that almost make it look like a bangs on the top and the bottom near the front of the cave. But it seems pretty empty in there, and eventually it gets dark, but you can see a pretty good distance.
All right, I light a torch, and I hand it to us all.
I guess I hold the torch for now until I
look at him and say, "I'm wounded," and then glare at him, and hand him the torch. Yeah.
Well, no worries. We already killed its inhabitants. Let's just go collect the scales.
I'm happy to lead the way.
Right.
And
Are
I
we sure
also-
there's not a second snake in there?
Couldn't possibly happen.
No. More than one giant 50-foot snake in the plains? That would be absurd. That's never happened in the history of the world. I'm quite certain of it.
The most accurate and useless phrase ever.
Neal, I want to touch the fangs of the cave, only to make sure that they don't feel like the fang I just picked up from the other snake, and we're not just walking straight up into a stomach.
They are not gargoyles. They are not piercers. They are not monster fangs that are about to transform. They're definitely 100% just normal rock.
This whole cave isn't a giant snake, is what she's implying.
Right. Definitely. That would be weird. Yeah.
Yeah, totally weird,
Yeah.
Neal. Totally weird.
Well,
Very weird.
Too
Very
late because I'm
unfair.
already stepping inside.
Yeah.
All right.
Shield overhead, torch in hand.
Start whistling hi-ho.
Away.
The tunnel leads in, and sure enough, there is some molted metallic snake scale skin left on the inside of the cave. And there is also a little nest in here in which there are 3 large snake eggs, each about the size of this coffee mug.
Well, guess we're adding them to the flock.
Just
You know, John, I mean, they haven't hatched yet. John's got time to learn.
listen, John. This is your job now.
What?
Just been promoted.
From shepherd to snake handler?
Well,
I've never
both.
trained for
Shepherd
this.
and both.
You're
yeah.
gonna do both jobs.
Get training. You got.
What do I do?
Well, for now, you
these
hold on to
warm.
the eggs. Keep them warm. I'd look
Safe.
over at Nyx, expecting her.
How
to
are
know the
they?
answer.
I mean, how are they currently? In what condition are they? Because the snake left them alone. So are they like buried, or is there like anything around them to keep them warm? Are they just fine?
There's like a little pit, like the snake bit some of the ground and dug a little hole, and then there is some like wool from some creature it must have killed, but like carefully plucked the wool off of. So there's like a little fuzzy nest in which the eggs are placed.
Okay, do we have any rope or something so we can like cover them with that stuff and just wrap the rope
Well,
around?
we've got sheep covered in wool. Yeah, we need like some rope, and then we just like nest them on the sheep, and the sheep are mobile.
Is a mobile eating pad?
Yeah, there you go.
And a snack when it hatches. It's
Yeah.
an all-in-one.
You can see John like weeping. Not the other ones too.
I don't like. Question, just
Yeah.
for all of you. Do we need 3 50-foot long snakes? I mean,
Oh.
it does make an epic pet, but I don't know what we'll do with them.
I'd say absolutely, we need all 3.
I think we need them, yeah. I'm sure they can be tamed.
Yeah. Plus, like, it's possible that 1 or 2 could die off. If we have 3, we increase our.
I mean,
Flux seems wrong in
raising
the
a
context of-
child is disturbing enough. What about a child that has 50-foot-long appetites for... I point
Sheep?
around to, like, all the bones and things. This seems like, A, quite a bore while we wait for it, and B, potentially messy.
I'm sure it'll be fine. And the reason it'd be boring, but that's why John's gonna do it.
Also, these sheeps live a pretty boring life. Don't you think adding a bit of jeopardy into their whole existence might be exciting?
That's true. We are starting a flock of sheep. We can keep these snakes fed.
Maybe the sheeps will win. It's exciting. We'll like cotton on that the snakes are getting bigger and we'll kill them in the future. Maybe they stomp them to death when they're young. Who knows? How smart are sheep, really? We're gonna find out.
Your thing, not mine.
How is the snake skin? How strong is it? The shed skin? Is it metallic?
It is metallic, yes, and it is these nice thin metallic scales. Because it sheds, the outermost layer of skin, so it's somewhat flexible, but still quite hard. It would be very high quality building material for armor or whatever you'd want.
Is this
however,
better than the actual skin in terms of for armor? Or both? Do you use the scales to make the armor and this is for the joints?
I think that would probably be the optimal situation. But either case, we're going to have the problem of encumbrance and carrying this long snake skin and everything.
We leave it here and we send the craftsman out to out to work.
We
in
could
the
also
field.
make a sled.
Oh, what? Sorry.
You guys can see John pick up the snake skin eggs and mutter to himself, "One day you guys will protect me from these people," and hold them close to his body to keep them warm. He's found a way to justify caring for the snakes.
Well, that's good.
We need all of it. What if we just chopped up a little bit and carried it with us?
Raekwon, stop
And
it.
just
We're
to-
taking the stuff, okay? We're taking the eggs. We're taking the...
Sorry, was there anything else besides the shed skin and the eggs? No, fancy magical swords or armor around?
There is something lying around. Yes, the snake has killed some adventuring party that was recently blessed by the gods.
Well.
And then you said the scales were steel, not silver, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't care about them then. That's fine.
Okay, well, since you asked the question, Mr. Kale, you get to roll on the Big Book of Treasure. Roll me a D100.
I like rolling dice. D100?
Yeah.
Howdy.
Nailed it.
Got an 85.
Bag of
That's the best
holding.
number you can get, according
As
to the Big
ooh.
Table of Treasure.
There's a weapon here.
Ooh.
I need you to roll me a D1000.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
519, Neal. What is it?
Hold on.
You haven't
This is
gotten
a
full
rare
Hackmaster
event.
until you have your D10,000 table.
Oh my
Is it a
God.
dagger? You can never have enough daggers. We need more
5,
daggers.
If it is a dagger, I will.
It's a
happily-
pole arm.
I use pole arms. Well, sort of. I use a pole arm.
What?
I use a quarterstaff.
Uluth Gax Gathka.
What?
Bless you.
How
does it
close is
do?
that to a spear?
I have no idea what the fuck this is.
It's opens it up. 46 plus 13.
URSTUB?
Has to be powerful with that name.
Yeah, it might be too powerful. We might have to re-roll. I don't know.
No.
La Gak Gaithak. 846.
Summon a Baylor once a day.
Is that the name of the weapon or is that the type of polearm?
That is the entry that I have rolled, and I'm not sure what that means. It is This magical weapon consists of a thick shaft with a set of metal blades mounted on both ends.
I can use
Olaf
that.
Gak-
That's basically a quarterstaff, right? I have a weighted quarterstaff.
Ulafgak is very proud of this particular weapon, for it was given to her by her clutch leader when she came of age. Its superior attention to detail and magic enchantments +2 have helped Ulafgak to become a keen warrior. Okay, it's a +2 polearm.
Okay. Is there anything else to it besides the +2? Is it
+2 and blades on either side.
All right, I'll take it. Can I use my quarterstaff proficiency for that?
Yeah, why not? It imparts proficiency with it because it's a magic weapon. There we go.
Only if you
Bam.
say its name every time you use it.
Neal needs to get. It's like the caw from Frozen Frontier, but it needs to just be like the weapon name every time I swing with it.
Just make a little audio file for it and then replay it. That's to be possible, right?
All right, I will happily take my +2 polearm.
Thick polearm. Ulafgak's Githka. Is this like a...
Is the Githka the type of weapon it is?
Yeah, because Ulafgak is the person. So Githka
they
must be
were
the weapon.
threekin, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Clutch
Githka
leader.
is a threekin staff with a small crescent-shaped blade and a centered stabbing tine.
Nice.
From the
nice
1992 Fantasy Collector card 136.
Double weapon. You can make it. Wait. I think you can make 2 attacks or something.
I think we're just gonna give it, like a polearm, it's just a +2 weapon.
Still
Does
pretty good
D8.
for a wizard.
D8. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, D8. Well, normal course staff does D6. That's pretty
Yeah, but
nice.
this has got blades on it.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right, on to the necromancers, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. You'll have to have your wolf.
Are we gonna
track
get
it
more
down.
scales, or oh no, we're gonna send people out to collect the scales for us, right?
All right, back into wolf form.
And away
hang
we
on,
go.
hang on.
Oh.
If not for the wolf form, but for werewolf form, if I wear loose enough clothes and I do use chainmail, and if I loosen my belt a little bit before I do it, is it possible that I can just stay armored and equipped from
Totally.
going from man to werewolf?
Yeah, as long as you've got loose enough clothes,
All right, I'll have to loosen my belt because otherwise that will either fall off or break. But
Yeah.
All right, but still, for wolf form, I have to strict arm, so I do. And I catch back the... Well, I guess we have to go back to the corpse of the snake and find the scent from there. Probably, right?
Yeah.
Because the trail was...
That makes
where we left
sense.
The trail. Yeah.
Why don't we take our second break right here, and when we come back, we will pick up the trail of the necromancer and find where he once lived.
Okay.
You guys on this.